Okay, now let's program this NRF text message trans receiver. Here we are connecting transmitter and receiver pin to this Arduino development board. Here we have removed 8MEGA328P microcontroller from this Arduino development board. Let's connect this development board to our computer port. After uploading the program, we can use this RX and TX pin as input output pins. Let's place it in such a way that we can see the program uploading easily. First, we are writing NRF receiver code. Before entering into the void setup, we have to add some libraries. NRF is based on SPI protocol. So we are adding that SPI.h library first. Then we are adding NRF24L01.h library. Then we are including RF24.h library. These three libraries are essential for NRF trans receiver module. These two libraries, Adafruit GFX.h and Adafruit SSD 1306.h, are essential for our 128 by 32 OLED display. So we have included these two. Our OLED width is 128 pixel and height is 32 pixels, so we are defining the same. OLED SSD 1306 is based on I2C protocol, so address is necessary. Hex 3C is address of this OLED. OLED Reset 4 is not of Arduino, but it is of OLED itself. If we write -1, then OLED and our Arduino will share the same reset pin. Now we are writing OLED library function. Arduino pin 8 and 9 we are using for C and CSN of NRF module respectively. We can achieve this by writing RF24 radio into bracket 8, 9. 5-byte address is necessary for communication, so we are defining the same by writing constant byte address into square bracket 6 and the specified address. We want that address, we can write that address. In our case we are writing 00001. Writing and reading address must be same. Pin number 10 of Arduino, we are defining it as LED. And why we are defining this LED, that we will see in a minute. Okay, now this is the initialization part. Now we will see the setup. Now we are writing the if condition and a for loop. If condition is not satisfied, then this for loop will run forever. We will see the detail of this if condition some other time. Display library function and giving 1000 millisecond delay. This gives us a Adafruit logo on the screen for 1 second, and then we will clear the display by library function display.clear display. Display.clear display will clear the display. Display.set cursor is actually setting the cursor position at x-axis and y-axis. Display.text size will define the text size pixel by pixel ratio. Display set text color will define the color. Radio.begin enables the NRF module to communicate. Open the reading pipe at the address 1, then set the PA level at the minimum, and then give the function radio start listening, as we are only listening, that is only receiving. Pin number 10 is output pin, that is LED, and we are making it low for forever. If we not define this pin as output pin, then microcontroller will continuously give 5 volt on this particular pin. Now we are entering into the white loop. We are giving 10 milliseconds delay, and then we are checking that radio is available or not. If radio is available, and while that radio is available, we will receive the message into variable champu. To print this message on OLED, we first give the function that display.clear display and then display.print champu and end it with the display.display function. If radio is not available, then we will clear the OLED display and print NRF not in range on OLED display. This will happen in else condition. But this else condition is optional. There is no need of this else condition. So we will remove this else condition and directly write down these code lines after if condition. Okay, our coding part is finished. Now we try to upload. But there are some mistakes, minor mistakes. Let's correct those mistakes. After correcting those mistakes, we have done uploading. In transmitter code, we replace the start listening with stop listening and we will write constant character champu NRF in range. So we are sending this message continuously and we will remove OLED library and its all coding part. As in transmitting mode, there is no need of OLED display. So we are removing all that OLED coding part. Also all the libraries. After removal of all this unnecessary part, we try to upload this code into Arduino. But there is a small mistake, that is we have written that W capital instead of writing small. We are trying again. Also we are writing open writing pipe instead of open reading pipe and try to upload this. Okay, try to upload again. Uploading done successfully. Our range test program is ready to be uploaded into this NRF messenger. Okay, this program is uploading now. Okay, done. Let's charge this NRF messenger. It will take around 1.5 hours to be fully charged. After full charge, the LED color will be blue. Here it is. Now these are fully charged. We are going to test this NRF module both indoor and outdoor. Until and unless NRF is in range, the message is NRF in range, we will see on the display. 5 meters, 6 meters, 7 meters, 8 meters, 9 meters. Now it is deflecting. 10 meters. Connection between these two NRF has been totally lost right now. And 10 meters is maximum indoor limit. Now we will test it in outdoor, that is in open environment. Okay, let's start. 5 meters, 10 meters, fifteen meters, 20 meters, 25 meters. 30 meters. 35 meters. 40 meters. Now communication has been lost almost. So base range we are getting in outdoor is 39 meter only. Thank you for watching.